Good morning from Montrose Oldham St Andrew's Church, and welcome to our short thought for the day. There's no doubt we live in a digital age, and there's no getting away from technology. I'd like to think that I wasn't totally ignorant about computers and the like, but I must admit that my mind begins to cloud over when there's talk of cores, bridge architecture, and the ins and outs of processors. I'm content that there are those who understand these things, and that someone has put it into my computer so that I can type my sermons, prepare my presentations, edit and upload my services, and communicate with others by email. As long as it's working, then I don't really need to know what's going on inside. I don't need to know or understand the technology of course, though I can be grateful that some bright people do, and they've made it possible for me to do all sorts of things on my computer that would never have been possible before. It's perhaps just a play on words, but I'd like to think it's more than that. I believe that mission is at the core of the church's business and should be in the lives of every follower of Jesus. There are all sorts of things we can do as individuals and as a congregation, but if we don't have mission at the core of what we do, what we're about, then we're missing out on our key purpose. We've recently undertaken another Holiday Club Mission Week, and it's always a joy to engage with children and their families, to get to know them, to have fun, and to share something of the good news of Jesus and his love. It's good to see helpers working together, being encouraged, having their faith strengthened, and to sense that this is of God, that we are about our Father's business. And we are. And we should express our thanks to many for the enormous amount of time and effort, prayer and practicalities that go into such a project. But while it's important in its own right, it's arguably more significant that it reminds us that mission is the core of the purposes of God. Not for a week, but for our lifetimes. It's a taster of what the Christian life is meant to be. Now, of course, there's no way that we could keep up the level of activity that we put into Holiday Club Week. But in less intensive and more informal ways, it ought to spur us to ensure that all our other activities, organised or the informal contacts with our friends and neighbours, have a flavour of mission in them, not ramming religion down people's throats, but filled with loving care, commitment to supporting, praying for, loving others, as Jesus would have and as he wants us to, so that mission, sharing the good news of Jesus' love in word and action, is integral to all we do. That is our core business. Thanks for joining us. May the Lord bless you. Amen.